step on unknown ground, a new world to explore. In the silence there's a sound calling out for more.
Morning.
Morning.
Well, today's the day.
Today's the day we get to go to work.
Oh, today is a short day for work.
Right. You just said that at 6:40 in the morning. You know what that means? We're working till 7 o'clock tonight.
Wah, wah.
So now you're going to have to record all day to show everyone the jinxing you just did by saying it's going to be an early day.
No, you have to put positive.
I positively think you just jinxed us the whole day.
The adventure begins. Ooh.
Oh, make it to work. That's it. Another work day in the books. Now we're off to the trailer and get everything unloaded and get our camping season started. All right. Are you ready?
I think so.
The adventures begin. Now I have to wait for my chauffeur.
We're on our way now to the campground from work. We'll be on the road for about an hour.
If you're new to our channel, welcome. We're still new at this, so we're trying to still how to properly document our travels and stuff. So we're still a little green. Just bear with us a little longer. We'll get there. We'll get better. But until then, enjoy the tomfoolery. It's actually really nice and warm today for what?
How is the temperature? 19?
19 degrees for a May long weekend. That's pretty good. Very good.
Well, what I was gonna say is I know people's perception, like we own an automotive shop, that automotive shops, they're there to rip you off. You know, people don't really trust them. And maybe for some it's true, but I think the majority of shops aren't like that. And even like RV repair shops do their best to service whatever needs to be serviced. But what I was gonna say, which happened today, is if you're gonna come into whether it's an automotive shop or an RV shop, with attitude already, it's not really gonna go in your favor if you think you're gonna get faster service. Not that they're, you know, like today it wasn't that I'm being spiteful, but like, I mean, are you gonna bend over backwards for somebody that has attitude right off the bat?
No.
It was more or less just to be mindful that the people working in these places, whether it's automotive, RV, or an RV tech or whatever, for the most part, maybe 80% of the people or of the businesses are doing their best to service you the best that they can. And then there's a few that, yes, they're bad. But maybe save the attitude part for when you actually have an issue, not walk in with the attitude. Because I thought I was being reasonable that I would look at their vehicle before noon on a Friday of a long weekend, right?
Yeah.
And apparently the guy waiting 4 hours, around 4 hours for it, was unacceptable. To me, you should have scheduled for a ride. That's the other thing people maybe should realize too, is that, you know, like, that's just a scan, okay? But then there's a lady that's just a tire swap, And then there's another one that's just a tire swap. Well, you add all those together, that's 2.5 hours of work. So it's not just anything, it's time consuming. So maybe a little more patience is in order. And then you'll get better service in the end. That most people that walk in that are new to us, and they'll say another garage is grumpy with them. You know, they don't like it because they're grumpy with them. 90% of those people are giving us attitude. So I can almost understand why that other place is grumpy, because you're giving attitude, right? But I think people should just have a little more patience and just acknowledge the fact that whether it's for your vehicle or for your RV or your four-wheeler or whatever, the majority of the people are doing their best to service you. By the end of the day, yeah, people might walk in and think you're grumpy, but I mean, you just put up with 3 or 4 people with attitudes. You don't think that's going to wear on someone after a while? Probably. There, so we should be able to open the slides.
Open the slide. Are we good to go?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Let there be light. Perfect. How's that look?
No, I didn't lift it.
Looks pretty good for the winter. All right. So what now, boss?
Unload all this stuff.
Perfect. Okay.
Well, maybe before we unload the stuff, you can run the water.
And do
before
that?
we clutter up.
Sure.
Oh, there's a kink, that's why. This was an anti-kink.
Oh, that's a big cake. Oh, well, there you go.
Thought it was an anti-kink hose.
Well, I thought so too. There we go.
See what the water pressure is inside.
Okay, try this again. Quick connects. It's the best way to go. All right, so let's go try that again.
I'll, while you're doing that, I'll check and make sure there's no drips out here.
I should close this though. Just in case we don't need to invite any unwanted friends. Oh, that's much better. Looks good here. Rinse all that stuff out. That's good. Toilet.
Ew. It's leaking.
Hmm?
It's leaking.
Oh, that's not good. Well, first fix of the season.
I think it's...
have it on, right?
Huh?
Do I have it on, right?
Who's on? What's on?
The fridge.
The green light's on. And the propane's not on, so yeah, that's right.
Okay.
The propane's not on, so
Okay.
it wouldn't be working.
Just wanted to put the meat away. Just unloading stuff that we don't keep here over the winter.
Which is everything. Think you got enough?
I think we're good for the season.
I don't know how much business you think we do. It's pretty much my life, camping, carrying stuff.
Equipment malfunction. Handy dandy portable. You blocked yourself in.
I don't know, guys. She's been in here for like an hour and a half, and it still looks like a disaster.
Well, I gotta organize everything. I gotta put everything away where they're supposed to.
Okay. Does this look like organizing anything? Oh, I did on my coffee pot.
Just throw me under the bus like that.
Not under the bus. Maybe we'll go make the bed now. Oh my god, we got a fan in here too. So that'll be it for tonight, which is Friday night, because somebody forgot eggs in the office at work, and tripods, and something else. So anyway, we got to drive back because I really don't want smelly eggs come Tuesday. So we're going to drive back and go get those, and then probably pick something up to eat and come back here. So I guess we will see you tomorrow morning. Not that early. Maybe. Sometimes I get up at 6. Or 5. 7. I'm getting the behind the camera. Morning. So we're Sunday. We had a little mishap yesterday where we forgot more stuff and had to go back home and go to the grocery store and get a few more things that we missed. So by the time we did all of that and then got back here, we didn't really record any of it. So now this is Sunday morning, and Noëlle again forgot some stuff, so she went into town. This time it's not back home, it's only maybe 20 minutes away to get a few more things. So in the meantime, you'll be hanging out with me, I guess, and we're gonna do some sewer hookup, basically for the season. So we'll get started with that stuff. So I don't know if you guys can see. Got most of the stuff down here. So right now we have the sewer outlet here for the washroom. The kitchen one's down there. And then our hookup is right here. I kind of wish it was maybe a little further back so it can split between the two, but got to work with whatever we have. And hopefully this valve here contains some of the stuff, because I never like opening this and getting a mess. Take this off. And it did its job, so that's good. So because the first one's going to be a short run, this little contraption here, this pipe, instead of up and down, it's kind of going off to the side, which is a little bit of a pain. I'm assuming they were installed straight, and then through the winters I guess it twists. I'm pretty sure this fit last year though. Alright, so now we have a short run. Maybe I use this one then. I know the way it looks, and we're not like totally new at all this stuff, but I guess seeing as how we don't do it all the time, I guess you just forget after a while. I mean, it has been 6 months since we did this, so we'll see what that looks like once we test it out. So now, we need a couple lengths, I think, for here. I want to use this one. This one's a good one. So let's take you guys on this side. So we have for the kitchen here. This one's always a little bit harder to do. So we have this valve, like the washroom one, it leaks, which is pretty normal. But it's funny that the kitchen one doesn't leak. I don't know if it has something to do with toilet paper, or I'm gonna change these gloves, put on a new pair. So that's pretty much it, I guess. I don't know how well you can see that. It's all propped up nicely, except for one little piece here. I might just put some wood under that just to keep it off the ground. I'll show you this quick. So we have, I think it was this zero G hose. We used to use that for our water, but it didn't last, and I was a little upset with that. I think I only got one season, maybe two, and it started leaking around the fittings. So I keep it now just for my black tank, because it's 50 feet, I think. So like I was saying, so yesterday we forgot some stuff, some pretty important stuff. And so we went back home and got that. By the time we got back here, I think it was 1 in the afternoon. Plus I got some lumber too to finish the deck off. Again, us being kind of new at this whole filming thing, we just kind of went straight to work and didn't film any of it. So I'll catch you guys up though in a minute. If you remember what it looked like before, then you'll see what it looks like now. If you happen to notice that our water hookup is back here along with the electrical, and then we have this huge roll of hose. I had bought this hose because we had gone to the East Coast last year, and sometimes some of the harvest hosts we were staying at, they had water connection, but sometimes, I mean, it could be far away, and all I had was like a 25-foot hose. So I went with the 50, but we just ordered a water filter from E-Trailer, and I believe it's the Blue Tech one with the 3 cartridges. And it comes with hoses and a regulator and everything. So we're gonna get rid of this blue hose and get rid of these kind of filters. And hopefully that'll solve some of the problem that we're having where all the screens are getting gunked up with sediment. I'm hoping maybe that filter will take care of that. I do have to flush the hot water tank also, and that should solve some of that problem too. So that should be in. The website said by Tuesday, and we ordered it today, which is Sunday. It seems pretty quick to be coming out of the States unless they have a Canadian warehouse, maybe. But it's supposed to come on Tuesday. So if it does, then by next weekend we'll hook it up and show you guys the process of that. It should be pretty straightforward, I think. Give you a little review on it too. I heard good things about it through some of the people that we do follow. So that's why we decided to go with that. So yesterday when we came back, I got to work on this. I don't know if you guys noticed or not, or if you remember, because I think we showed you. But this area here, I ran out of wood last fall when we were closing. So I finished this off when we got back yesterday. And then we, again, it's a little bit messy because we finished at about 5 o'clock yesterday, made supper, and then pretty much went to bed early. But we put this table together here, Blackstone on top of that. We have the Blue Eddy. When we traveled to the East Coast, our intention was to use a lot of harvest hose, and some of them don't have hydro. So I had bought this Blue Eddy for that reason. And then it kind of saves on money too, right, for campgrounds and stuff. So we have the Blue Eddy. They don't make this model anymore, but the AC500, it's 5,000 watts. Not really 5,000 watts. You would need 2 heads to make it for 50 amps. Because I only have the one head, and I didn't know that when I bought it, you could only use the 30 amp. And if I would have known that, I would have bought the AC300, which would have been a lot cheaper, and just have the 30 amp. But didn't research it enough on my own part. And we have 2 batteries, only one right now in here. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to make it work to maybe have 2 batteries in here. But so it's 300 amp hours battery, and then I have another 300 amp hour battery, so it'd be 600 amp hours. And we were using this. We camped last May long weekend. It was the first time using this. We went to Manitoulin Island. We stayed on someone's property for free, no hookups, and we tried this out. And I fired up the generator every day just to top it up. But if we were conservative, we could have lasted 2 days. The problem with this trailer is that the fridge isn't a 12-volt fridge. It's a propane electric, and it uses, depending on the weather, 300 to 500 watts continuous. So that kills the system. It's not very efficient at all. But anyway, the reason that we put this in here, the rule of this campground, is that the trailer itself, you plug in and it's all fine. Anything else, outdoor lights, gazebo like this, it all has to be solar. They don't want you using any more power than you have to. I have a solar panel. It's a 420 watt solar panel on the gazebo itself. So it's working out really well, really. Just to grab my phone, because today's not full sun. Okay. So if I bring up the Blue Eddy app, I'm sure there's easier ways of doing this. Okay, so it's not going to show what I'm pulling in because it's completely full. But what time is it now? 12 o'clock. So at 9:30, it was at 76% without drawing anything, obviously. And it's now almost 20 after 12. Almost 20 after 12 now. And we're at 100%, which is pretty good. I really wanted to see what I'd be drawing in at around this time. But it worked out really well this morning. The sun was not above, it was about 10 o'clock. It wasn't above at all. And we were getting 300 watts of solar. That's pretty good. I'm impressed. So this is going to run everything that's in here. Yesterday, Noëlle made French fries, and we use the air fryer outside instead of inside, which is handy for in the summertime when it's hot out. You don't really want to be using stuff that creates heat inside. Mind you, we can use the AC, so set up a little seating area. Again, all these wires here, it's all going to get tucked up. It's just we're not sure on the placement yet, and I didn't want to go through all the work of putting stuff up, and that's not where we're gonna. So yeah, so wait till Noëlle gets back. See what else we're gonna do. She wanted to go for a walk to the falls, so we'll see if that happens, and we'll go from there. So we bought the kit for this gazebo. Probably 3-4 years ago, and the kit just came with the frame, the posts, 4 posts, the roof. We bought it, I think, off of Lowe's, if I'm not mistaken.
Rona.
And I built the walls and then put the screen. And then these we just got off of Amazon. It cuts the wind, and it's good for like winterization, so the snow doesn't go inside. But on those cold fall days or spring, like last night it got windy and it cuts the wind. And these little clips were a good idea, but they're a pain. But originally it was 12 by 16 at the other campground we were at. And it was a little bit too big for being allowed at this one. So last year we took it apart at the other place and then brought it here, and my dad and I shrunk it down from 12 by 16 to now 12 by 12. So we shrunk it all down, did a good job actually patching it to make it work. As I was saying before Squirrel shut everything off. Ooh. I don't know if you guys, you're not hearing that, but that truck is farting. Yeah, I had to step away for a second, stop the recording, because the owner of the park, his truck sounded like, stuff you do in toilets. Anyway, it turns out he has a power steering leak, rack and pinion power steering leak. Anyway, we'll put some hanger things up. You want it there? I think it's about even with the other one. I'm just going to take a little walk to the water, maybe escape some of the honey-do list that someone has me on. See how apparently the current's really strong down there, so I want to see what it's like. It's going to probably be a while, I bet you, before we can put a boat in. The guy that owns the park said he's been here 16 years and he's never seen it like this before. It's a pretty short walk from the trailer. Show what it looks like up here. Just go down these steps. That's our docks there. I'm not going to go on the dock because I don't think it would be the smartest move. It's not as strong as it was 2 weeks ago. But in the summer, like, this is just still in the summer. And apparently this was the first weekend that I think there's 2 campgrounds down there. And this is the first weekend that they allowed anybody to, the water level, I think he said, was down about 4 or 5 feet last year. So we'll see this year what the level is. It should be higher, you would think, with all the rain all the snow and all the rain that we had. All right, welcome back to this old house.
With this old house.
So we're going to try to put up this rain thing, which is always a treat every year. Okay? And now you get to do it one-handed. Noëlle gets to do it one-handed. Now this is the fun part. Well, you gotta try to line it up and then it has to curve in. I wish we didn't have to take this down. Oh, there we go. I did it. Wow.
Better than last time.
Wow.
I got it.
Got it?
Yeah. I'm on my tippy toes, but I got it.
I'd like to be able to leave it up, but I don't think I could handle the snow load. Is in there?
Can you go, if I try to hold it up here, can you go from the top? There you go. Oh. Wow.
Got it?
Yeah, I have it. When you're doing something, it's good luck. Oh wow, because it was tilting that piece, that other piece of wood. I think it looks good.
I think it wouldn't be a bad idea. Once we find it and buy the tool, or if someone knows in the comments, they can leave what the name is. But there's a sniffer for propane, and it'll go off. Like if you suspect you have a leak, you go around sniffing, and it'll tell you where the leak is. So I think it would be beneficial just to have. Period. Once we find out, we'll let everyone know. But I think. I think everyone should have that, and I don't know why we don't yet. So we should look for that.
Not something you think of, because I mean, it was just an instant thing that happened.
Are we done with the toolbox?
Yeah. It is.
Got this feeling in my feet. Heard the whisper on the breeze, a rumor of the dawn. Chasing shadows through the trees until the doubts are gone.
See you later on that
Look
shit.
up the sky. This is where the story starts. Just you and I. Leave your fears and doubts behind. This is where the adventure begins.
Okay, so we're all packed up, loaded up, ready to go. Join us next week though, because we're going to try to put the sunshades up in the gazebo. And that should be an adventure because Noëlle has to do some fancy sewing or something. So that's going to be good for some new swear words. And then hopefully we'll have the Blue Tech filtration system. So we'll show you the install on that. And I'm assuming by that time some grass has to be cut too. So, I mean, if anybody wants to lend a hand and cut some grass, you're welcome to come over and cut the grass for me. So until next time, we'll see you somewhere down the road.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
The adventure begins.